Hello, my lovely Cancers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Tarot, and today we are going to be looking into your October. So what we have here is going to be the general energy of October. We'll pull some cards for each area of your life, and then we'll move into some advice. So already, the general energy of October, we have fault line, come to the edge, honesty, priestess, and elder. Interesting. So for some of you guys, I'm feeling the sense of a spiritual awakening of a sorts for some of you guys. There's definitely a strong energy of digging deep and discovering maybe a part of yourself that you didn't know about before, or having more of your true self come out. I think there might also be a situation for some of you guys in October where you're really going to have to step up and keep everyone in line. That might look different for all of you, but I don't mean in a bossy way. I mean that for example, there might be a situation where there is a lot of panic or a lot of noise, and you're going to have to be the one that steps in and keeps everyone calm and is kind of like the voice of reason in the situation. Especially with this priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead in this elder card? I think that there's going to be an opportunity for you to grow as a person and also be the bigger person in October, Cancer, which I'm sure you're very used to doing, being so nurturing. I think that there's going to be a bit of emotional intensity in October for you as well, Cancer. And it's going to cause you to, as part of that personal growth, have to really look within yourself and be honest about maybe how you've been feeling lately. Maybe a situation you have been pondering and really want to get out of or get to the root of. I'm getting really strong vibes of, yes, like just really digging deep and seeing things for what they are, for better, for worse. And being willing to be daring about it. I say that because for some people, doing soul work or personal work can be really scary, and I think that you're going to be called to do this in October and to be brave about it, because that's something that maybe you in particular have difficulty with, just because it might be overwhelming for you. I think that you pretty much know on a deeper level most of the time how you feel about a situation, but maybe you're not ready to come to terms with it or really face the situation yet, because you know there's going to be a lot of emotional upheaval about it. But I think that October is going to be a time for you to change that around, especially with this honesty card and the fault line here. I really am seeing you digging deep and being honest with yourself about something. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it for myself. I think that you're really going to dig deep and pull out an inner strength for a situation and move forward as a person and as a soul in October. So lots of really beautiful progress for you is happening in October, Cancer. I do want to look up this Elder card here to see if there's any messages for October. The elder is a tree beloved by mischievous magic and inhabited by pixies and ghosts around the world. Stopping beneath it for too long may lull you into a long and gripping sleep. Drawing this card is a warning. You may soon be tempted to slow down and take things easier, but doing so may mean you miss some key opportunities. Whatever waits to lure you away from your goal, don't let it distract your focus. For some of you, I'm hearing that with that message, you might be tempted to maybe continue going the way that some of you have been in ignoring some of your deeper feelings. But I think that this card is a message to, like this hand showing, stop and really be honest with yourself in whatever is going on internally with you, and that this is going to be the time in October to really throw caution to the wind and face whatever that is, right, head on, so to speak. So it looks like October is going to be pretty eventful for you, Cancer. We're going to be pulling some cards to look at every aspect of your life for October. We're going to start with health. So what does my lovely Cancer's health looking like in October? I'm seeing this Two of Wands in reverse. I'm getting kind of this visualization, Cancer, of you double fisting something. Let me try and introspect a bit more what that means. So it definitely feels like you are holding two different things in your hands. I'm getting the sense that you're going to need to free up some space for you to look after your health in October, Cancer. I'm getting the feeling that because you guys are so nurturing and so caring, that you're kind of holding things for other people in both your hands. Like maybe you're taking care of someone else's health or a few different people's health, or basically your hands are definitely tied in holding things for other people. And that might even be holding space for other people, but then you have no hands left for yourself. I think that there's definitely a message here for you to free up at least one hand to focus on your own health in October. Yes, definitely put down whatever you're holding for someone else right now, because you're going to need some hands to free up for you to take charge of some of your own health in October, Cancer. Spirit, what does October bring in terms of Cancer's social life? Social life for my Cancers shows the Page of Wands. Looks like there's going to be some new opportunities in terms of your social life in October, Cancer. I think you're going to be invited to a few parties, or maybe you're going to be going out with someone who you just met for the first time, kind of like a new friendship kind of thing. I think that you'll be spending some time with some new people in October. Or for some of you, I'm specifically hearing starting a new club. Yes, I think that overall, my Cancers here are going to be making a new friend in October. For creativity, what do we have for my Cancer's creativity in October? We have the Chariot. So looks like your creativity is going to be quite active in October, Cancer. Things are going to be really moving along. I'm not sure how they were in September or the months before, but looks like things are full speed ahead. I think that creative juices are going to really be flowing. And I think that a lot of you are going to be making some serious progress on a creative project you've been working on for a while. creatively, Cancer, October is going to be a big month for you. What is finance for my Cancers looking like? Ooh, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this double sevens is already looking like it's going to be a lucky month for you, Cancer. I'm also feeling with the synchronicity between creativity and finance, I think that some of you guys might be making some income from the surge in creativity in October. Maybe some of you guys are independent shop owners and you're going to be getting some really good ideas in your financial house, or really good creative ideas that bring you in some new income. I also feel specifically for some of you guys, some kind of investment from the past, whether that's an investment of time or investment of actual money, is going to be coming full term in October. I think that you're also going to be taking some time to take stock of what your finances look like in October, Cancer, and you might be doing some rearranging, some organization of your financial affairs in October. Reorganization is really what I'm hearing. What is career looking like for my Cancers in October? And career can be work, it can be school, it can be anything within those wheelhouses that you are working on. It can be study, career. We have both the Haunted House in reverse with the Five of Swords. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of competition with some people around you. I think also some competition with some unseen forces that you're not sure of yet in terms of career in October, my Cancers. I do want to double check what the Haunted House is in this deck. So in this deck, the Haunted House kind of represents you choosing to go off the beaten path and check out something that seems daunting at first. It might be an endeavor, or it might be a place similar to this haunted house. I think that for some of you, you might be making a career choice in October that can seem scary at first, but I think that there is no wrong answer because we are all enjoying free will. It's just a matter of being aware. Maybe some of you guys are experiencing some conflict at work and that's making you look at some other options in your career, but taking that risk seems a little scary. I think either way, there's going to be some decisions to be made in your career in October, my Cancers. And this is really the time for you to sit back and consider what is going to be the best thing for you in the long run. So this next part is optional, but I'm pulling a card for what your romance is looking like in October. This is completely optional, like I said, as not everyone is interested in romance, and it can also have to do with your relationship, those of you who are not single. What is romance looking like for my Cancers in October? Ooh, we have Temperance in reverse. So already I'm hearing that something is going to be boiling over in romance in October for you, Cancer. Maybe it could be an argument that's boiling over, it could be a romance that's boiling over, but basically something that has been making progress is coming to a head. I'm also hearing for some of you guys that there might be some romantic alchemy that you're going to be taking some part in. Maybe you are finding the right balance of push and pull in a new relationship or an existing one. So to speak, trying to find the right ingredients for you to get the potion that you're looking for is what I'm feeling. Because things have definitely been out of whack, I think that for romance as a general, my Cancers, you're going to be finding just the right balance, the right ingredients, and the right ratios of everything to get the result that you want in your romantic house in October. So, looks like, again, there's lots happening in October for you, Cancer. We are going to move on to some advice so that you can get a little bit of help ahead of time from Spirit in navigating October. So first we are going to see, Spirit, what is a challenge that is going to come up for my Cancers in October? A challenge for my Cancers in October. Oop. We are getting 3 cards for this. So a challenge, we're getting 2 of Cups, 4 Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So already I am feeling that there is going to be a bit of a challenge around handling the depth of your emotions, Cancer. I'm feeling quite a bit of emotional intelligence in terms of the kind of work you're going to be focused on internally. I think I'm feeling definitely another affirmation of that digging deep, like I mentioned before. And for some of you, definitely a challenge with sharing some of that emotional depth with others. I think that more practical affairs, maybe obligations you have on a daily basis, or work tasks or study tasks, basically things that will go on your to-do list, are going to take a little bit of a back seat in October as you try to juggle some of the emotions that you'll be dealing with. I think that you're definitely going to have a bit of a challenge in also sharing how you feel with someone around you, and potentially with some of that personal work that I mentioned at the beginning. I'm getting a big message from this little crab here that it's pretty much like you, Cancer, where you are in the depths of your emotions, and there's going to be just this big thing that is kind of taking up all your space, kind of taking up all your attention in what is otherwise a pretty cozy and clean environment for you. And it's nothing sinister, it's nothing malevolent, but it's just going to take up a lot of space in October, and it's going to be something that you need to be comfortable allowing to run its course. Next, we're going to do a quick look at some advice for self-care. Spirit, what is some good self-care that my Cancers should do in October? Your October self-care is looking like, ooh, we have plan a vacation, and right underneath that, watch a movie. Yeah, so with these 2 cards together, I'm definitely feeling like some of you guys might prefer a staycation kind of situation as opposed to a more traditional vacation. But I definitely am hearing that you, my Cancers, might want to benefit from some activity where you can really turn off your brain from everything that's happening and just decompress. With these two cards together, I'm definitely getting the impression that for some of you, just watching a movie that takes up all your attention is a kind of mental vacation for you. It could be a physical vacation for some of you guys, but I'm definitely getting the vibes that for most of you, it's a kind of staycation where you might do something cozy, but your mind gets to wander and be free from some of the big events that are happening that would otherwise take your attention. So make sure to carve out some time and do things that help you decompress in October, Cancers. And I'd like to ask Spirit, what is something that my Cancers should be mindful of in October? So this one was backwards for no reason, and it really stuck out to me. So I think right here we are being reminded, Cancer, that be mindful of what your North Star is. Be mindful of what really brings you joy in October and carve out some time for that. And be mindful of what really motivates you and keeps you going. That's what I mean when I say that North Star. I think that that's going to bring you a lot of hope and a lot of guidance in some of the work that you'll be doing in October personally. If you don't know what that is off the top of your head, this is definitely a calling to you to take some time and figure out what it is that would be your North Star. And that might change for you month to month. And I think that you should figure out for October what is really keeping you going and motivating you in the mornings, and to find a way to remind yourself of that on a regular basis. So finally, we are going to be pulling some cards for general advice from Spirit on how you can make the most of October. Spirit, how can my lovely Cancers make the most of October? Do you have any advice for them? Ooh, we've already got the Five of Pentacles to start. Ooh, we have the Devil in reverse, the Bat in reverse, and one more. I'm gonna take that top one. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. So I'm definitely getting a strong message here that Spirit is calling you to do some emotional and spiritual cleanup in October, Cancers. I definitely am getting the feeling that some of you guys need to take stock of some unhealthy habits you might have been exposed to or indulging in, and that October is the month for you to stop engaging in some of these things. And that might look different for everyone, but I definitely feel like there is some negative energy in some of your environments that needs to be cleared out, and that this is the time to do it. I think that for some of you, there's also a strong message to draw some real boundaries with those of you who have people around you that tend to cross them, or to take too much of your time without considering your feelings or energy levels. Yes, I'm getting a really strong message about that. Setting some boundaries in October, and quite literally drawing a line for some people and telling them, this is where my line is, and I'm going to need you guys not to cross it. I think that some of you might have been kind of ignoring some signs that you've already been aware of, because I mentioned that a lot of you already are quite good at taking stock of a situation or knowing what people are thinking right off the bat, but you might not fully acknowledge that or act on it, so to speak. In October is really the time where you should act on your instincts and what you kind of known all along and draw some of those boundaries for sure. I think that if some of you guys need to call in some help to set some of these boundaries too, then that would be very helpful. But yes, I'm getting really strong messages of you guys setting a point and saying, do not cross beyond this point, so to speak, and really protecting your space. Okay, so finally we are going to draw some encouraging messages from Spirit for you to take into October, Cancers. Spirit, what encouraging messages do you have for my lovely Cancers? Oh, we already have one. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, any form of separation are merely calls for help. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. And in any moment, I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation, and stillness. So yes, finally, I think that Spirit is really advising you to call on them for some help when you feel like you need it in October, especially in meditation. And this is just a reminder from them that they are here to help you, especially in any moment where you feel like you need help setting some of those boundaries. In any moment you might feel attacked or scared. Or I am definitely hearing for some of you guys at any moment that someone else is reaching out to you for help, but you might feel like you're not in their best place to provide them that help. I think that Spirit's reminding you that you can also call on them to help in those regards and that you don't have to handle it all yourself. But I think that that is all the messages that we have for you today, my lovely Cancers. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope some of this resonated. If you feel called to, please feel free to leave a like and or subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much again, and bye!